Testing. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. If you can hear my voice, please come gather toward the podium area. It's so wonderful to see such a crowd. Please come on over. Hey, everybody, welcome. It is so wonderful to see such a great and enthusiastic crowd. So welcome to the U.S. Embassy's 2024 Election Day event. So happy to have you here. My name is Jennifer Lawson. I'm the Public Affairs Counselor at the U.S. Embassy here in Kosovo, and one of the best parts of my job is working with you all, the youth of Kosovo. Thank you for being here. So as your MC for today's event, you will see me return to the stage with different announcements throughout the afternoon. You, students from all across Kosovo, are the guests of honor today. We're so happy to have you here. We're thrilled to welcome you and talk with you about the U.S. democratic process. Special thanks to all the teachers, professors, organizers, directors, and others who have helped coordinate getting all of the students here today. Thank you so much. So today we're diving into how Americans vote, how the votes are counted, how our election system has evolved over time, and our sense of civic responsibility. All while Americans are at the polls actually voting right now in our 60th quadrennial presidential election. So the polls opened even a few hours ago. Each state does things differently. So we had polls opening as of a few hours ago on the East Coast. And by the time we finish the event today, polls will be open all across the continental United States. So as you came in, you've seen what we're calling our polling stations, our educational polling stations in different corners of the studio. So we are really looking forward to sharing with you information on the unique aspects of how we run elections in the United States. Each polling station has a different theme, so you can look forward to learning more about that. And our staff and our partners, you'll see many of us wearing these staff badges. We look forward to sharing information with you. So please ask us about our perspectives or experiences with voting in United States elections. So our Youth Council volunteers are here to guide you through the experience today so that you don't miss anything. And we ask you to please remember to take the online quizzes after each station and test your knowledge on all things election. You might even win a prize. So while you're here, we also encourage you to get to know one another today. Approach someone you haven't met before, get to know somebody you don't know. We've got youth and students from all across the country. So please get to know one another and get to know us as well. Find what we all might have in common. So with that, we're about to take a break. I'll call you back here again in a little bit. I will encourage everyone, because there's so many cameras around, there are a lot of cables on the floor. So please just, as you're walking, be mindful and careful, because some of those cables are moving and we want everybody to stay safe. But with that, please enjoy. We've got food and drink. If you haven't seen, it's over on the other side of this wall. We've got food, drink, selfie stations, quizzes, good conversation, great company. Thank you for coming. Please enjoy.
If I start now, I will a little bit, because I start like
Yes, I know, okay, I understand.
but I will do it in a little while. So I'm not doing interview after the interview, I'm going to put myself somewhere.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm happy to do it. But if we start here now, it's going to be. In Costa Rica. You've been around for a while.
Pretty popular. Hello and thank you all for joining.
Gathered here today to talk about gathered here to talk about the electoral vote.
Ja.
Man.
Zona o zotri, jam rikthyer drejt për së drejti në ekranin e madh dhe isha duke vendosur në plan të parë një dhuratë që e mora shumë të vlefshme nga një mik i madh i Kosovës, nga ambasadori i Shtetit Bashkuar të Amerikës Jeff Hovenier dhe po e vendos në spikam kështu, me që jam bashkë me ambasadorin Jeff Hovenier në këtë transmetim të drejtë për drejtë dhe me stafin e tij të mrekullueshëm i cili po ashtu e ka vendosur një të kaltër. Ambassador Hovenier, thank you very much for coming here and thank you very much for this opportunity to organize this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for hosting us. We're very grateful to you and all the people at Kanal for letting us have this event here with you today.
Just said thank you for the gift also. This red. You have read it also.
We match.
Okay, we match. And Nori has the blue one, so we have the both sides. I will start with the question, why is it important to celebrate the US election day here in Kosovo and at Channel 10?
Well, elections are always a thing to celebrate because it is the lifeblood, it is the essential act in a democracy where the citizens get to express their own will and in so doing make choices for the future of their country. So we wanted to celebrate this unique day in American society, for American democracy. We find that there's a great deal of interest around the world in the American election, and so we thought it'd be important to take this opportunity to join together with our friends here in Kosovo and mark this important day for our democracy.
Ambassador Hovenier, why did you decide to host a US election event for Kosovar students? We can see there are a lot of students here.
Yeah, we have several hundred students from all over Kosovo, from large parts of society. This is a large, diverse group. We wanted to take this opportunity to talk to students in Kosovo about the fundamentals of our democracy. We think that's so important. As you know well, I think Kosovo's greatest asset is its young men and women. They are so capable. They are so committed to seeing a bright future for themselves and for their country. And we wanted to share a little bit about our democracy with them, and we wanted to celebrate together with them. They represent the future of this country. Young people usually are the ones who are demanding change the most, and democracies are responsive to that.
Absolutely, Ambassador. There are members of the US Embassy, and I can see a few of them here, sharing information at each of the stations here. What do you think this is the one of the most interesting thing about US election?
So we have a number of stations to talk to young people about our unique democratic system. We have stations talking about civic responsibility. We have stations talking about how we count the vote. We have stations talking about our unique manner of electing the president, which is through this thing called the Electoral College. We have a station talking about the qualifications to be the president of the United States. We have stations talking about different electoral rules. The whole point is to help them better understand how we do it. That doesn't mean that every country should do it the way we do it, but to talk about it together and to show how citizens get to ensure that their voice is heard and makes a difference.
Absolutely. Ambassador Hovenier, do you have any personal story about civic responsibility to share with us and with the students and with a lot of viewers that are watching right now?
I do. I remember so well the very first time I cast a ballot for President of the United States. I was 19 years old, and I had just moved to Argentina for 2 years. The year was 1984. And I wanted so very much to vote, and back then I had to go to my county registration office a few months before and fill out paperwork. And I remember they mailed my ballot to me in Córdoba, Argentina, and I remember sitting down at a table and choosing my vote for President of the United States, putting it in an envelope and sending it back to the United States in the mid-80s. I have never missed I've never missed any election. I take very seriously my responsibility and my right and my privilege as a citizen to vote. I think part of that power I have as an individual citizen to help determine our leadership is so important, and I treasure it and I value it. Going to such lengths as I think I voted here from Kosovo in this election. I think this was the 7th time that I have cast a ballot in another country in a presidential election.
Ambassador Hovenier, do you have any message for the Kosovo people as we wait for US elections results and then look to our own Kosovo elections in a few months?
I have a couple of messages I think that are important to share. One, we've appreciated so much the interest of the people of Kosovo in our election as well. And I think this campaign and this election has again shown how vibrant, how rich, how active Americans are about their civic responsibility and really getting involved in this question of what direction we should take and who should lead our country. It's really important, and we're happy to have this opportunity to talk to Kosovan youth, but to Kosovans of all stripes as well about our process. The other thing I would say is the United States of America is a very mature democracy. We've been doing this for well over 200 years. Our institutions are solid. I don't know the outcome of this election, but I do know that however it turns out, the American people will carry on and the American institutions of government will continue to represent the people of the United States. One last point I would make, we can only have one president at a time. And so while we will have an election today, or having an election now, and while we will soon know the results of that election, I anticipate, President Biden has made very clear that he is going to continue to lead the United States of America and get some really important things done, particularly in national security and foreign policy through January 20th. And the U.S. Embassy is here to help advance that mission and agenda here in Kosovo right now.
Ambassador Hovenier, that's a very important message to the Kosovo people. I have one last request. If the students are hearing me, to have a selfie together with the students. Ju lutem student, vendosuni në sfondin e ambasadës e zotit ambasador të Shteteve të Bashkuara të Amerikës për ta bërë së bashku edhe një fotografi. Nuk kemi nevojë gjithë të afrohemi, por gjithsesi gjithë të dukemi, edhe Nori këtu të mbashkangjitet natyrisht.
We need more, come on.
Na duhen edhe më shumë, student, ju lutem afrohuni këtu se dëshirojmë ta bëjmë një selfie për ta mbajtur në mend.
Are we ready? Yes. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. Faleminderit shumë, student. Thank you very much. This is a unique opportunity for us as Channel 10. Thank you very much.
Thank you for hosting us. We're so grateful to you and all the organizers and all the Kanal 10 staff for letting us take over your studio space today for this wonderful event. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ishte ambasadori i Shtetet Bashkuara të Amerikës.